Who is the person that's screen recording other people's workouts to get inspiration? Healthy meal ideas, meal prepping, organization ideas, and supplement stacks, and how best to sleep, or even skincare and body care routine, but you ain't doing nothing with it. You have all of this insight, this information, this knowledge on how to improve the quality of your life, screen recorded on your device, yet you aren't doing anything with it. It sits in your phone's video folder, never to see the light of day, never to be played again until years later when you are cleaning out your iCloud because you ran out of space again. That's me. Yep. That's me. I'm not gonna hold you. I've watched several workout videos. I've watched several meal prep videos, and I have not done none of them. Not once. Not once. And every time I do that, what was happening was I was paying a price. The price of inaction. The price of inaction with the cost of self-trust, confidence, the mental emptiness that comes from setting a goal and not checking it off. And these aren't these big audacious goals. Health and wellness is, for me, is it's a necessity goal, right? It's a foundational goal. It's a requirement. And that's for many reasons. I come from a lineage where lifestyle diseases are rampant, right? They make you think that you've inherited high blood pressure. They make you think you've inherited diabetes. They make you think you've inherited heart disease and all these things just because people in your family had them. But the truth is, you inherited the lifestyle and the mindset. You carried that on throughout your life. And then that's what leads to you having similar results. I'm not a doctor in any way, but the lifestyle diseases are because of your lifestyle. So if you change your lifestyle, then you could change the probability of whether or not you get the diseases or the ailments or the life and style that you don't want, that your elders and your ancestors had to live through. So what I'm saying is, it's a choice. Just like I chose to screen record those workouts, just like I chose to record meal prepping ideas and grocery shopping ideas for years, and I did not do any of them. I didn't do any of them. Just trifling, trifling. Why are you being trifling to yourself? Don't you deserve better? You love you so much. You deserve to treat yourself so much better than that. Stop disrespecting yourself and start stepping up to become the person. It has nothing to do with the recording. It has nothing to do with the photo. It's the fact that you know what you're supposed to be doing. You screen recorded it, so you have the knowledge, but you did nothing with it. That's when the cost is much greater than if you didn't know and you had lack of knowledge. When you know and you don't, you choose, that's a worse position to be in, when you know what you're supposed to be doing and you do nothing with it. It chips away not just at you physically, but mentally. The mental load that comes with you losing self-trust. Emotionally, you feel bad, right? You know, and even if you put it in the back of your mind, you don't feel good about yourself, is what I'm saying. So I want to feel good about myself more days than not. I want to feel good about myself all the days. How about that? In order for me to feel good about myself more days than not, I need to show myself more love by taking the actions that she requires to be just a better person, right? That's it. I'm not asking, I am kind of asking to climb Mount Everest, but are there things in your life that you set out to save, that you've saved up for, like you've saved something for it and you just have it, it's stacked away, it's organized away, it's put away, it's pushed so far back that you forgot it was something at one time that you intended on coming back to and you never did? For me, that's what I just realized. I went into the photos app on my phone. I was like, why do I have all these? Oh, and then I looked at the dates and it lines up exactly with where I was mentally over a year and a half ago. Wishing, dreaming, hoping to improve the quality of my life from a health perspective and not doing a damn thing about it. And also at the same time, I think about where I am now and I'm like, maybe I still have yet to do those videos, but I'm still active and moving my body on a daily basis. And so I've come so far from where I was, but it was just a reminder that I had the intentions, but what was I missing? I was missing the identity. I wasn't yet the person who looks at the videos and actually do the exercises. I was just a talker. I was talking the talk, but I wasn't walking the walk. And the reason why I wasn't walking the walk is because I had yet to identify as the person who does such. So instead of beating myself up, instead of feeling bad about it, I had to rewind and say, like, okay, so where do I see this in my life with where I am now? I have these audacious goals, I have these ambitious goals, but my identity doesn't match. That's why achieving them seems so ambitious. It seems so big. My identity hasn't caught up with the size, the bigness required, the mental size required to achieve it. Because once you come face to face, it's not so big. But anyways, so yeah, well, I got all this stuff in my phone. I haven't. I have, and I specifically was scouting out people with a similar body shape. I was scouting out, like I was doing hard research and did nothing with the research. What have you researched? Where have you got? What do you have so much knowledge on, but you have yet to put it into action? And we can do these daily talks. We can do this. We can do this. We can show up, right? But for yourself, it's hard to show up. Like I can show up here every day for other people, but for myself, I found that to be much more tough because I was the one only responsible for myself and holding myself accountable. But for some reason, when it's like a stranger or someone on the internet, it's so much easier to just show up because you made an obligation and you respect that person. But when you don't show up for yourself, you're disrespectful to yourself. That makes no much sense. You should hold yourself at the highest regard, okay? As the number one priority. That is something I've learned and I'm still learning because we were raised, a lot of women were raised, especially black women, but a lot of women were raised as little girls was to put other people first, right? Dim your light so you're not offensive, so you're not offending other people. Be less of who you are so that you don't fill the room up and leave no space for no one else. What? Look, that programming came from the Jim Crow civil rights programming and before. I'm just being honest. It's true. The elders who taught us how to be that way lived through Jim Crow. Okay? Since we since I and people my age and younger did not live through Jim Crow or the 80s crack epidemic or all of the other things, still, stuff going on, don't get it twisted. But we didn't live through those extremities. Since we didn't live through those extremes, the mindset of the people who were raising us did is coming from a place of love, but it's also coming from a place of scarcity, of fear. That's how they were raising you. They were raising you from their standing point, their point of view. We don't live that reality. You may not be living that reality, so it's no longer going to be fitting. So to all my ladies, you no longer have to live with this limited belief of yourself, with this limiting belief of who you are and what you have to contribute. You do not. You don't have to succumb to the teachings of those who were mentally, physically, spiritually okay with not giving themselves permission to live in a big way. And the reason I call that point out is because that shapes your identity, right? How you were programmed when you were younger still has an impact if you are not aware and have been diligently working to undo any of the programming. You are programmed by how you were raised. And if you are programmed by how you were raised, it's woven into the fabric of your identity. And it's the reason why you can have ambitious goals and not be able to achieve them, or even if you know the steps to, is because who you identify as is not the person that does such amazing big things. You think it's not available to you, right? And I'm not trying to shame the people who raised us. They did the best that they could with what they had. Most of them. Some of them were trifling, but most of them did the best that they could with what they had. And that's cool. But we're going to move on now because we're grown. We can take responsibility and we are operating as high agency individuals responsible for our life from here on out. Right? And so yes, you may have screen recorded the how to improve your health, how to make sure your business is structured in the way that sets you up to benefit yourself, your family, and your whatever, right? You may have screenshotted, you may have recorded and done nothing with it. It is likely because of how you were raised. It all goes back to how you were raised, who raised you, the programming and the identity. But that's okay because none of these things are permanent. That's Oh my god, when I found out that none of this stuff is permanent, right? I can change it. My brain isn't a solid rock, it's actually very impressionable like clay. Your brain, nothing is permanent. It's the story you keep telling yourself that's permanent. You won't change the story. That's why the outcome is the same. You won't change the environment. That's why the outcomes keep looking the same. You got the same trees behind you. That's why. Okay. Once I found out that we have the capability to be responsible for where we go in this life. Our brain isn't a permanent solid rock. In fact, it wants to be impressed upon. It wants to build more neural pathways. That's how it continues to stay stronger. That's how it continues to expand. That's how it just it stretches out in a way that, oh my goodness, you have no idea. It just stretches out in the way that gives you so much room to grow and learn as you do it. But if you don't access it, and if you continue to stay mentally locked into where you are, you will continue screen recording videos, taking screenshots of images and people, visual aids that people created for you to improve an area of your life that you so desperately want to, because you have yet to come to terms with the fact that you need to reprogram your mind by removing the programming that was put in there in the first place by people, places, and things that no longer affect your current reality. Once you remove it, okay, then you put the new programming in. Let me tell you really quickly what you can do. You can record yourself speaking to yourself from the third person point of view, right? And listen to that day in and day out. What are you calling into your life? All right. So that's just to make these thoughts automatic. You want to have that automatic thinking going on all the time. All right. And then, most importantly, you need to take action on it. Take action on it. If you are going to use the recordings, keep them. If you aren't, remove them. That's the first action you can take. Do something with it. And then commit to something that you're going to actually do consistently. Put it on your calendar, make it automatic. Click, it's just a click of a button and you start. That's what I did with when I started doing strength training at home before I joined the gym. I put the actual YouTube video in my calendar. So I just, on that day, that morning, clicked it and the video comes up. Boom. It was no thinking. It was no thinking. And so I started becoming the person who does this automatically. And you can do that too, because I've embedded into my daily habits. All right. So don't be traveling to yourself no more. Get those screenshots, get those screen records out of your phone, put them into action or get rid of them so that you can build more momentum in your life in the direction that you desire. But it takes more than desire. Desire is what you want, but what you need is to upgrade your identity. All right. If you have come back to watch another video, I truly appreciate it. But if you are new here, my name is Spivey J, and on my channel, I talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our life, so that we can get more fulfillment out of this here life. So if that interests you, please do subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Spivey J, and I hope you have a beautiful day. All right? Peace. You're beautiful. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Ooh, she looks pretty. All right.